Now I can run it and see how it works. Okay. So let's run it. I will press F5 to run that. You know that how it runs. First, we need to enter a number. As soon as you enter a number, any number, it's going to write a times table for that. So I'm going to keep a simpler number by writing, let's say 20 first to see if the numbers are fine. So it gives giving me correct results 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, and 200. Currently, the things are fine. Okay. So that's working fine. That's working perfectly fine. Now, let's try to write that with some string statements. String statements would help us to write the table in more like a table format, like the way you write 20 multiplies 1 equals 20 in this format. So you want this format actually, like you want to write like that 20x1 equals 20. You want this explanatory form of writing a tablet. So we are going to discuss how can we do that. So doing that is very simple. I would just copy this part here, okay, and I would paste it in my coding window, or uh, this one. See, this is something that you want to appear with every line. So you want this to appear with every line. So that is why I'm going to use inverted commas here and write my statement between them, and then put a comma for the next thing that I want to show. There are now two parts of your output. First part is the green part that is going to show as it is. Second part is that black part that is going to change its value in every step. So let's copy that from this point till this point, and now start pasting it here, let's say. And you know what we have to change. What do you think we need to change in every step? Ismail, Ibrahim, Abdullah, you know that we would have to change something. This is fine for if I have to, let's say, calculate the number for 20's table. Now let's say run it again and I add 13. So is that table fine? The first one also has an issue. The second one also has an issue. Can you tell me what is the issue there? Who can tell me the problem?
That doesn't have the right answer.
Sorry, what did you say?
Does it have the right answers?
They have the right answers. Answers are the right. But do you see these statements? Is it fine that if I write a table like that, in which I am writing 20 times 1 every time?
No.
And do you think that this is also fine, in which I am actually writing a table of 13, but I'm starting it with 20 times 1?
No.
So it means that there are two problems in that. We'll fix this first problem here so that it shows like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. So we are going to change it here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the first problem is kind of fixed with that. Now when I try to save it and run it once again and I tell a number, now when I try to run it, I will show you. See, save and run. Now when I try to run it, it's kind of works fine for 20, but it does not work fine for any other number. This problem on this side that needed to be fixed, that it should be in sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that has been fixed now. But this problem on the left side number is still there. So we need to make sure that we do not add this 20 at the start. Remove all these 20s. And at the first, let's write the variable name so that it automatically changes its value with whatever you are going to enter. So as we are taking numbers, so I'm going to write number and comma here, copy this, and I'm going to paste it at the start of every statement like that. Isn't this process very lengthy of to write a simple table? This process is getting very lengthy, right? Now let's try to run it once again and see how it works. This way you would be able to do that. Just tell me any number that is in your mind. I would like that if Khadija, can you tell me some number that is in your mind? Any number that's in your mind.
3.
What, 3?
Yes.
Okay. So is the table for 3 fine?
Yes, sir.
Read it very carefully. Is that fine? That's fine. Okay. So now let's say I give this turn to Abdullah. Abdullah, can you tell me one number, please, of your own choice? Any number?
21 times 2.
21 times. Okay. So 21 times, if let's say 21 times. So this table is also working fine. 21, 42, and you have 21s here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this program is working fine now. So this was a lengthy part of the program that you made in which you are not using a repeat structure. So what you see is these are like similar instructions. These instructions are the similar. Why are they similar? Because they have to just be shown in that case that the sequence is the same. The number is going to be multiplied with one number, and then it's going to be multiplied by the next number, and then it's going to be multiplied by the next number, and so on. It's going to keep on multiplying itself. So this process is kind of simple. It's not very difficult. So what I would do now is I would keep this program here on this side, and I would create a new program, and I'm going to put it on this side. Now I'm going to write the same program that works the same way. It would work the same way, but it is going to have very few lines of code, and it's not going to have a lot of lines. So first part is the same. You're going to write number equals int input, enter a number. That's fine. Now we are not going to write all these 10 lines. Instead, we are going to write a very small code here. That small code is like I is equal to integer 1 for I in range one to 10. Now, because you are using a repeat structure, so there you have to be careful about using the distance from the margin. These three statements are a part of a same program, and everything that you write after that is a part of this function only. So you would have to write it a little distance from that. And also when you are closing this, you would have to close it using this colon sign also. Don't forget to add this colon sign at the end. And as you know that we have to make the indent, so I'm going to go a little further. You can press the tab button. Okay, you can press the tab button. I will show you once again. So you can press the tab button to go a little further, and that is enough. Now you are going to write a line of code that would help you to write this times table. So we are going to say print number, comma, multiplied by, comma, I, comma, equals, and then just write that last part of your code, a similar one, number into 1. So who can tell me what are the things similar in this and in this part? If you read this first line and if you read this first line, I will show you what is similar and what is different. I want you to understand what is similar and what is different. What do you think is similar? The similar is that you are starting it with the number, so that number is already taken from there. Okay. And then you are saying that multiply and equal sign, they are the fixed signs, so they should appear as they are. Another thing that you can do is, if you find it difficult to write, what you can do is, if you think that there are a lot of inverted commas here, so what you can do is write it something like that. You can use an F string for that. So write an F string and write in these lines, in these brackets, write number equals number multiply I equals number into 1. So now we will save it as table with repetition. And now let's see that how it works. There might be some problem in that. Yes, it says that in valid syntax, perhaps you forgot a comma. So yes, we have actually forgot a comma. Instead of the word 2 here, this should be 1 to 10. Let's try to run it. Now we are going to enter any number of our own choice. Let's say I would add 24. And now I need to calculate the times table for 24. And you would see that it is calculating the times table for all but 10. It is not going till 24 times 10. Is that right?
Yes.
Tell me, is that right? So because it's not calculating 10, so if we add 11 here instead of 1, so the range is going to be from 1 till 11 is 10 numbers. 11 minus 1 is 10 number. So this is going to give you 10 numbers here. So I would just save it and try to run it once again. Now we can try to add any number, let's say 39. Currently, it's not giving us the correct no,
Answer.
sorry. So the answer was correct because we have used number multiplied by 1. I'm really sorry for that. I didn't see it very carefully. That is why it was giving us the same answers every time. Now I would change it to numbers into I, because the number into I is exactly the same thing that is going to give us these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would say number into I here, save it, close this window, it's better, and run it fresh. So this is the new window that we are running. I'll close it just to make sure that we are running the correct window. So this one is the window that we need to run. I'll press F5 and it runs. Now you add any number and you see that it gives you the correct times table now. Right?
Yes.
Now let's make it, in order to make it more interesting. Let's say that we do not close this timetable on tens. What we do is we ask the user to enter a number where they want to stop the timetable. Let's say we ask the user to tell us where do they want to stop the timetable. So I would write stop value. And I would ask user to enter the stop number. Everything remains the same, and here instead of 11, now you are going to use stop number, stop value actually, plus 1. Save it and try to run it. Now it's going to ask you to take two numbers. Be very careful with that. Enter a number, so you enter, let's say that you want to calculate a timetable of 27. So that's fine. Now it asks you to enter the stop number. So I would say that I want the timetables from 27 1 times till 27 40 times 40. So I'm going to write 40 here. Press enter, and now you see that it gives me the timetable from 27 once or 27 till 27 40 times 1080. So now this was everything that we needed to learn today. Had stopped sharing my screen. That's okay with me, but I would stop the recording right now at this moment. After this, you can try to write the code. I will open both the code windows in front of you so that you can practice them. Actually, I would open 3 of them so that you can practice them on your own. Okay.